Hi there, coming back again with another Blu-ray DVD update. I know you may be wondering what happened to the background. I got this cool new clamp that holds the phone really easily, so I can have like a nice little focused picture. It's not all jittery, and also I can show you more in depth, like into the release, whether they have some interior artwork or what have you, a book or reverse wrap. But let me just jump right into this. I have picked up, so down the line, I'm probably going to figure out what to do with the background, but I got lots of cool movies as a background, so let me just jump into this. I got a bunch of really cool DVDs, some of them really cool scores, lots of cool stuff on Blu-ray that I picked up, whether it be new to the collection, whether it be some upgraded stuff, but mostly it's just all new stuff. And then new release titles, and then like stuff that's just come out on Blu-ray for the first time, sort of deal. And a lot of it's really cool. So first things first, before I show you any movie, I'm just going to show you this amazing. I went to a Dollar Tree, I think it's called. I can't remember, and I found like 20 of these, and I was pretty blown away by the price. I got myself here a Jeff Spicoli vinyl figure here. It's called the Vinyl Idols, it's called, and it's from Fast Times. It's got Jeff Spicoli. It's got this whole read up there on the back that you can get into if you want to pause that and take a look. Pretty cool. I've seen a bunch of these, in particular, a bunch of, what are they called, Ghostbuster ones, so, I just thought that was really cool. The price was $4. They had like 20 of these. I don't know what the deal was. And they also had a bunch of Funko Pops, which was pretty cool. But they only had 2 of them, but they had like 30 of each of those. So it was pretty funny. I don't know what they had, but every once in a while I'm definitely going to pop in there and check out, because these things go for like, I don't know, like 20 to 30 bucks, probably brand new. And the vinyls, the pops go for 12 to 15 sometimes even, and they both of them were $4. So I just think that's a really cool statue. Like I said, I've seen other ones. The eyes are all kind of like this, and it makes sense for Spicoli, but not so much for other ones. But I just thought that was really cool. I like the stand, and Spicoli's an awesome character, and I don't think he has a Funko. Maybe he does, I'm not sure. But we're not here to talk about statues. I just really liked that. I thought it was very cool. So we're just going to jump into the DVDs now. So yeah, we picked up, here, let me move Spicoli over a bit so I can get my hands in there. We got, let me keep him in camera, there we go. We got the number 23. Now, I haven't seen this movie since it originally came out. I don't remember loving it, but it's a Jim Carrey movie. I kind of like having all his movies. I like this slipcover. I haven't seen the slipcover very often, and it's all tattered up, and it's like intentionally made to be tattered up looking. It's got the rip in it, and I don't remember much about this movie here. It's an Infinity film here from New Line Cinema, and The Truth Will Find You. So I'm not sure what this movie was all about. I can't remember exactly. I know that he gets obsessed with numbers or something of that nature. Jim Carrey, mind-bending psychological thriller from Joel Schumacher. I didn't even realize that. A mild-mannered dog catcher begins reading a tattered used book called The Number 23. Obsessed by the countless similarities between the degenerate main character and himself, he plunges headlong into the same dark, seductive world. So, yeah, I don't know if maybe I just kind of like this went over my head as a kid. I'm not sure. I don't know, but I like Jim Carrey. I want to check out all his movies, and I definitely want to get around to re-watching this movie, because I haven't seen it in God knows how long since it came out. When did this movie come out? Like 2000 and I can't seem to see. Whatever. 2000, mid 2000s, I'd say. So next, we picked up another comedic actor in a non-comedic role. We got What Dreams May Come. Again, this is a movie I watched when it came out. I think I was in public school maybe, and yeah, I don't think I grasped what it was. I thought it was cool looking, but I haven't seen it since then. I just remember it was cool looking, but I didn't really get what was going on. So yeah, that's What Dreams May Come. I haven't watched it again yet, so I don't have much to say. It's got Robin Williams, Cuba Gooding Jr., Annabelle Score. I don't want to butcher her name. It won. It was the winner for the '98 Academy Awards for Best Visual Effects. It's pretty crazy. And apparently, what happens is, uh, uh, Robin Williams' character dies, I think, and then his wife ends up committing suicide, which does not get you into the afterlife or heaven of any kind. So he has to go in search after her to save her uh, eternal soul. So I don't know much about it. It just sounds kind of interesting, especially now older. I don't think this is a movie I should have really even attempted as a kid. So yeah, that's what dreams may come. But you know, as a kid, Robin Williams, I was down for whatever. This movie here, I am so happy I found. I went into a thrift store of all places, scanned through the movies like once, and then I just kind of like, oh, I didn't see much. So I was just about to leave, and I'm just like, nah, you got to go through again. Just a quick little look through again, and sitting there, brand spanking, not brand new. It wasn't sealed, but it was in mint condition. Just sitting there, dying to be picked up, and it is Richard Linklater's Waking Life. I've been wanting to get a hold of this for a while, primarily because I love the Before trilogy. So a lot of people say that there's a scene with those characters, kind of, in a way. So I wanted to check that out, but the whole movie is excellent. It's in the kind of style of Slacker again, and it's about this dude who is asleep, and he's talking to all these crazy characters. They have all these sort of philosophies and ideas of what's going on with him, and they just kind of randomly come at him, and it's done in a similar sort of art style, like throughout the whole movie, but they're definitely done by different artists, so there's and it adds to that feeling of like this ever-changing dream. And I just loved every bit of this movie. It's excellent. Just like Slacker, I loved it. I loved how, like, if you didn't like anybody in this movie, which didn't happen often to me, if you didn't like anybody, you just wait a couple minutes, they're gone. Next little vignette. I love the dude in the jail. I love how Alex Jones is in this. I didn't know that. That was pretty cool. And just like all the little scenes, there's so many to name. Just excellent movie. I'd never seen it before. So happy to get a copy of it. Mint condition. Very happy about that. So that is Waking Life. Definitely, if you haven't seen this movie and you somehow are, I don't think it's actually that hard to get online. I just didn't really ever look into getting it online. I just wanted to kind of find it, and surprisingly, I did. I could not believe it, and it was awesome. Oh, I loved every bit of that movie. So, this movie here, again, is an excellent movie. I don't know why it's not on Blu-ray. It's William Friedkin's, when was this movie made? 2003. It's like an action thriller movie starring Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro, and it is called Hunted. And it's kind of made in the way of like The Fugitive or the U.S. Marshals sort of deal. In a way, Tommy Lee Jones is kind of like on the heels of tracking down this guy, and it is Benicio del Toro, who's this ex-military guy who was deep into like war situations, and it like turned his mind against himself in a PTSD sort of way. But he's super trained by Tommy Lee Jones, who's just like this crazy survivalist, this like crazy. He just knows all these crazy skills that are all pretty much designed to kill people and for war. And so when this happened, this Benicio del Toro, I don't want to take too much from the story, but the basic thing is he's now going around hanging out in the woods killing people, and he's gone crazy, and he's like got all these ideas that people are after him, and they bring in Tommy Lee Jones's character to track him down with the FBI, and it's a really awesome movie. The action scenes are great, the fight scenes are realistic and gritty, and all done in this very close combat sort of way. And it's awesome. I love how they make their own knives. If you're into like any sort of man versus wild sort of thing, you're gonna love this. And Tommy Lee Jones is excellent in this movie. I would say he steals it, but Benicio is definitely excellent as well. Yeah, just awesome. William Friedkin really doesn't make bad movies, and this is an awesome one. This is one of the ones that it's just not like there's parts where it's like unrealistic, but it's like you just buy it because it's like you're on a movie ride sort of deal. You know, you don't get all caught up. Oh, he'd be dead. You know, look at the way his head hit that waterfall. You know, it's just kind of like an awesome action movie ride, which is great. If you haven't seen this movie, definitely check it out. And I certainly hope that Paramount gets around to bringing it out on Blu-ray in some fashion at some point. Love this movie. Definitely check it out if you haven't. So this I picked up. I have the album, and was very surprised that this happened at that same thrift store. The second time through, right after Waking Life, went over to the movie section, and they had a few DVDs, and this was sitting there. Nirvana Unplugged in New York, and it's absolutely in mint condition. This is very cool. Has the booklet. Very cool disc art there. Awesome. Very cool back art, like it's just the whole set. And as you can see there, and then you get this big booklet here, which is awesome. And what I like about this, because I love the album, and watching it's always cool, but what I love about it the most is all the really cool rehearsal footage, kind of like interviews with people who were there. Even though it kind of seemed like some of the audience, when you watch it, are kind of assholes some of the time. They're like rushing them, and I don't know. But this is excellent. As soon as I got it home, I threw it on and watched it. It's just like, you just rock it out like the album. It's fantastic. Kurt, we miss him. It kind of looks like Spicoli in a way, doesn't he? Just put that ragged-ass green shirt on him, and yeah. But yeah, that's awesome. I was super happy to find that. And like at a thrift store, I think they asked $2 a piece for DVDs, so that is a great deal to me. I will pay that all day for titles like that. So now we're moving on to Disturbia. I just got this in the mail today with a few other things, which you'll see in this update here. And that is Disturbia here. Let me move these DVDs out of the way. So Disturbia here, I know that this went out of print for a while, but I think it like got a rerun or whatever you'd call that, a reprint, and it just got kind of pushed out on Amazon again. It pre-ordered, it came out, it was a release day was, I think it was actually today, I'm not sure, but it was sent to me today anyways, and I remember liking this movie a lot. I just don't remember a ton about it. It's kind of done in that Rear Window, I think that's a Hitchcock movie, where the guy kind of sees something from his window when he's all pent up. When he's all injured and he has to stay in his room. So that's the same sort of deal with Disturbia. I think it's more like, from what I remember, I think he's in trouble and he has like the thing on your ankle, an ankle bracelet sort of thing that tracks you so you can't leave your house. But anyways, so he sees something along those lines, something going on next door neighbor, and he's trying to figure it out. While at the same time he can't leave. So yeah, I remember this being good. I remember Shia being great, and I know a lot of people don't like Shia LaBeouf, but my thoughts on him are he's awesome. He's always been great in everything. I don't really ever see him in a bad performance. He did Transformers, sure, but he did 3 of those, and now he doesn't need to do any. If you look at his movies now, he doesn't do any sort of movies he doesn't definitely want to be doing anymore. You can just tell that he picks movies that he's into, and I think all his performances have been great. American Honey, I really like that Man Down performance. I didn't so much like the movie that much, but I really like the performance in him. Kill Charlie Countryman, that's a great movie with Shia. I just think he's so awesome, and his personal life, sometimes those videos just make me like him more. He's just fucking crazy, and those rap videos he made on Shade 45, I think that shit was dope. I know. I just think Shia is awesome. I don't get why everybody hates him. I know he's fucking crazy. I seen his recent video where he got arrested and he was like taunting the cops, and I seen one of the comment was like, "Damn, dude, you earned your card a long time ago, dude. You earned your black card a long time ago," I think it said. So like, because he's just going crazy on these cops. It's hardcore. But I don't know if it's for some sort of what's it called? Like he did a lot of that performance art with like that hotel or whatever. I don't know. I'm getting off on a tangent about Shia LaBeouf here. I didn't mean to do that, but I just think he's just fucking hilarious, and a lot of his movies recently have been good. I like that fucking video he made, Just Do It. That shit makes me laugh so hard. So I don't necessarily know if when he does these things in the media, if he's doing them for real, or if like it's just something that he's doing because he knows it'll fuck with people's heads. I'm not sure. Then again, he does look pretty fucking hammered in these videos, so I don't know. But Disturbia here, I was pretty happy to get it, especially because it was super expensive there for a while. I don't know if it was out of print or what the deal was. I never see it on DVD. I did for a long time, and then I wanted to pick it up. I couldn't find it anywhere. So finally, Disturbia in the collection. I'll definitely be checking this out very soon. Maybe even tonight later on. But yeah, that's at the end of the Shia LaBeouf talk. But yeah, like I'm just saying, I just think he's an interesting dude. And just like all his performances are great, but the shit he does in out there in the world is hilarious. But anyways, delivery man here. This is Vince Vaughn. I kind of get on a Vince Vaughn kick there. I wanted to grab a bunch of his movies. I think you've seen in probably recent videos. I got Wedding Crashers, The Internship, Dilemma, which was really good. This movie here, I didn't know anything about. My buddy told me about it because I was watching all these Vince Vaughn movies, and he said that check this movie out, you might like it. So I definitely just went ahead and blind bought it, and the whole idea is, I guess, when he's kind of like this like fall down asshole dude. Everything he does is wrong, and his family's always pissed off at him. And when he was like, and now he's in a relationship, and he's trying to like move on with his life. And when he was like super young, he like went to these sperm donors a ton, and just got money for donating sperm, tons and tons of it. And I can't remember exactly what happened. It's been a while since I watched this, but somehow like every kid got the same sperm insemination, and it was all his. And he's so out there, he's like this fall down person, but out there he's got like hundreds of kids. So becomes like this whole media thing, and they're like taking him to court to demand him to come out and tell who he is. And at the same time, he's trying to like go around and help them all. It's your typical Vince Vaughn character. He's very funny and fast talking and whatnot. I really enjoyed this movie. I didn't like it as much as say the Dilemma, or definitely not Wedding Crashers or anything. But it's definitely a good like a dramedy with it. It's a comedy with good heart behind the whole message there at the end of it. So yeah, that's Delivery Man. I like that movie quite a bit. We picked up Collateral Beauty. This went on sale recently for like $10. I wanted to pick this movie up when it came out. So I like Will Smith. I like the rest of the cast as well. You got Kate Winslet. Not sure who this fella here is. Michael Pena. You got Edward Norton, Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley, and God damn it, she is a great actress as well. And I think it might be Naomi Harris. I'm not sure about that though. But yeah. Anyways, this movie here is quite interesting. I know some people are separate on it. There's some like mixed reviews about this movie, but I liked it overall as an acting piece, especially for Will Smith. He definitely carries this movie. His acting in this movie is amazing. I like him the best, and he's like this man who was very like he was like outgoing. He had this whole life ahead of him. He had planned. His family was going great. He had this business with Kate Winslet's character and Michael Pena and Edward Norton. And they built this business together, and then his daughter dies, I believe, from it's been a while since I've seen this. Way back when it first came out, I rented it, and his daughter dies anyways from a disease. I believe it's like a rare cancer, which is absolutely terrible. And so he is completely broken by that, and like he just can't get over it, and it's bringing down their whole business. So they do, which is where a lot of people I think get weirded out by the movie. They like hire these actors to represent time, fate, and love, I believe is what it is, or time, death, and love, I think it is. And because as self therapy that's not really working, he's definitely broken. Nothing's working for him, but he's been going around writing these letters to time, death, and love, I believe, and writing these angry letters. So they hire these actors to go to him and confront him on the letters, see if they kind of wake him out of it. It's a weird idea, but it really does work good. And the characters or the actors, Helen Mirren, Keira Knightley, this fella here, I cannot remember his name, it might be Jacob Lattimore, they actually become more helpful to these characters and I don't want to spoil too much, but it's a really good drama. I really didn't appreciate the whole message in the end of it, and I definitely appreciated Will Smith's acting, and like he's around some really hefty, actors that can hold their own, and he just honestly blows them all away. Excellent. I especially like his confrontations with these characters when they keep going to him, and eventually he kind of confronts them all, and it's excellent. Definitely check this movie out. If you haven't, I would recommend renting it, because I know a lot of people didn't quite enjoy it that much. But if you buy what it's trying to say, and if you buy the whole premise, it's worth at least a rental, at least a watch. So check that movie out if you have not. This movie I picked up because I've been wanting to get them both. I had a double feature on Blu-ray for a while, or on DVD for a while. Wanted to upgrade. It finally dropped to 10 even, so $5 a piece to me. Get Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider: The Cradle of Life. Great old school action, and really rare examples of actually fun, good. I think they're good. They're not the most amazing movies ever. They don't got the most mind-blowing plots, but they're fun, good movies with good, decent dialogue and good acting, and decent acting. But yeah, they're fun movies, and I haven't seen them in HD before, and that'll be lovely, especially with beautiful Angelina Jolie here as Lady Laura Croft. I love the video games, especially the recent ones, so I definitely wanted to upgrade this, and yeah, so that's awesome to get that. So that's yeah, and we're moving on. I got Assassins. This I picked up again at a different thrift store, a couple days after finding The Waking Life, and that is Assassins here on Blu-ray. That was pretty cool. I found the next one as well. I think they were both $4 each. They're in mint condition. That is Richard Donner's Assassin. I was always aware that Richard Donner had directed this. I'm pretty sure, starring Stallone, Antonio Banderas, and Julianne Moore. What I wasn't aware of when I actually looked at it this time, the story and screenplay partially was the story was brought up by Andy and Larry Wachowski, the Matrix Wachowski brother directors. Sort of stumbling around there on their names, but they also wrote the screenplay along with Brian Hengeland, which I'm pretty sure he did the original Payback as well, like the original version of it, and L.A. Confidential, I believe he did. I'm not sure. I might be wrong about that, but it's also produced by Joel Silver, and it's produced and directed by Richard Donner, who makes great films. This is a great movie as well, and it's about this older assassin here, Stallone's character, and he's kind of like at the golden age of his career. He's considered like the best and the hottest assassin out there. Like if you want something done, you hire him, and Antonio Banderas' character is kind of like obsessed with taking him down, and then he ends up actually getting a hit out on him, and Antonio Banderas takes that hit, and it's just kind of like this battle cat and mouse game between these amazing assassins. It's really awesome. They're really charismatic, especially Banderas, but Julianne Moore is also, she's a great actor on her own, so when you put her in something like this, which really any actress could probably phone in, she actually brought a lot to it, so it kind of elevates the whole movie, which is great, because, like I said, in movies like this, there's a lot of, extemporary characters, I'm not sure if that's the right word, or, like, these smaller characters that, in a movie like this, they don't really bring a ton to it in the script, but when someone like Julianne Moore comes in and starts acting and bringing a lot of character and, all that to it, that's why they pay her the big bucks. She's a great actress. She brings a lot to this character. I like the whole dynamic throughout the whole movie. And yeah, it's really fun. I love it how it plays out. Definitely check out this movie if you have not. I know some people, I think I've heard some people say that it's not that great, but I really do enjoy it. It's not that long either. Actually, it's definitely over 100. Yeah, it's a little over 2 hours, but not too. I think 2:10 would probably be the wrong time. But definitely a cool movie if you've not seen it. If you're a Stallone fan, you got to watch that one. To get it for $4, mint condition was great to me. Picking up Galaxy Quest here. This one I haven't seen ever. I never watched it. And I heard a lot of people talk about how this movie was a very cool spoof of like a, or not even like a very cool spoof, but at the same time doing an actual film and an actual story, not just for spoof's sake, but to make a story. And it's a Galaxy Quest here, and it's a take on Star Trek, or even Lost in Space, really. And it's just so it takes place in the 80s, I believe, and the whole idea is that the show has been on, and it's kind of like in the vein of Star Trek or Lost in Space or something like that. And now they're at conventions, they're kind of sick of all their characters and stuff. So aliens apparently have been watching this show in space, and they actually been taking it like it's a real thing, and they base their whole society on it. And now people are fighting them, and they bring in the help of these aged actors who don't like these roles anymore. And it's kind of interesting. It's a funny movie. I had a lot of fun with it. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman. You got lots more actors than that in it as well. But yeah, you got Tony Shalhoub. But yeah, I'm not sure who directed this. Dean Parasot. I'm not sure who that is. Other than that, I don't see anybody's familiar name other than that it's a DreamWorks picture. But I know this movie is actually rated quite highly, and it was a no-brainer to pick it up. I checked it out, and I had a fun time with it. And now it kind of sits up in my Star Wars, Star Trek top shelf there with some of the spoof movies with Spaceballs and stuff. So that's pretty cool there. So yeah, moving on to the last 5 titles. The first 3 are finally on Blu-ray for the first time. This one here, as soon as I heard it was coming out by Shout Factory, Shout Select Line, I just sold my DVD copy immediately because I want this, and that is Walter Hill's Trespass. This is a great movie here. It's written and produced, I believe, by Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale, and yes, so those are the guys who brought us Back to the Future and awesome things for a lifetime. So I guess they had written this movie a long time. There's some really cool special features on here. They talk about the making of this movie, and they thought Walter Hill would bring a lot to it, which he does. He definitely brings this awesome, great style to. I love Walter Hill movies, I do. And the more I watch them, like, the more I love them. Like, Warriors just never gets any, like, it just gets better every time you watch The Warriors. And same with, like, some of his other movies, Southern Comfort, Streets of Fire, that movie's excellent. And this one as well. Another Shout Select title by Walter Hill there, Streets of Fire. But yeah, Trespass, excellent movie, and it's about these two, William Sadler and the late, great Bill Paxton, R.I.P., and they're firefighters, and they are fighting a fire, and this dude ends up like giving them a hint about where this treasure could be found in this old abandoned house that's in the middle of like the ghetto in the big city. And I know it's kind of a weird premise, but and then the guy like kills himself. They end up going on this in like kind of like this, like, just kind of go out there and check it out. It almost seems like they're doing it for laughs, but there's some sort of serious edge to it as well. While they're out there, they run into, well, they don't run into at first. They witness Ice-T and Ice Cube and some other gang members killing a dude and some shit going down. And then before long, they end up trying to get away from them. There's like this battle going on because they don't want them to talk, obviously, at the same time. Especially William Sadler's character is like really determined to get that money that they have this treasure map to, in essence. And so they end up taking one of the gang members hostage, which happens to be a member of the lead character here, Ice-T, the lead gang member character, Ice-T's family member. I think it's his nephew or something like that. And yeah, and then Ice Cube's kind of like the loose cannon on there, and yeah, it's just like this war out throughout the whole thing. It's great. They end up finding a treasure. Spoiler alert. Sorry, I should have said that first, but yeah, it's cool how it all plays out. Definitely a great movie if you haven't seen it. But yeah, just gonna move along here. We're at 30 minutes already. I didn't mean to blather on, and I still got 4 titles, so this one here is one of the ones that came today as well. I've been waiting for this for a while. This is a movie I love, and that is Shout Scream Factory edition, the collector's edition of Slither. This is great, from the director James Gunn. This is a movie I watched when it originally came out. Again, mid 2000. I'm not sure exactly when it came out, but I didn't hear a lot of people talk about it. But when it came out, I loved it immediately. Had a perfect vibe for this sort of movie, a science fiction horror comedy. And basically, it's about this slug sort of parasite, alien parasite that ends up on Earth, and it infects Michael Rooker's character, the main character, and he ends up going around. And each slug kind of links whoever it attaches to this hive alien mind. I don't want to say too much. It's just awesome. I love the detail on this cover here. There's so many cool little things that reach out into the movie. I love whoever did the art on this. I know some people have complained about a lot of Scream Factory art lately, but this is an excellent one here. But yeah, that's a really great slipcover. Comes with lots of special features here. You can pause that. Oh, tons of new stuff, some new commentaries, plus all the old special features from the previous release on DVD. This is a movie that has taken a long time to come out on Blu-ray, which I thought was weird, because now that James Gunn has done Guardians of the Galaxy, people have been very interested in his career with good, with warranted, because his movies have always been great. Super's another cool one I love, but this one here, I like Super, but I didn't always love Super. But the first minute I seen Slither, the first second that movie was over, I was like, that movie's awesome. The bitch is hardcore, and I put it on again because I loved it. I loved it so much. It's very funny. All the characters. This woman here creeped me out. You can't really hear. I'll move this up so you can see. But yeah, look at this girl here. She's she's kind of like a nest for all these slugs. It's disgusting. But yeah, anyways, here's the original artwork, I guess, for the poster art, or the reverse wrap that these awesome Scream Factories are known for. Yeah, I'm very happy to finally have this. This was one of my most anticipated Scream Factories for this whole year, probably, that I've heard announced. The new one that they just announced was Misery. I'm very excited. I'm very excited for the Land of the Dead and the Dawn of the Dead remake. By the way, frickin' R.I.P. George R.A. Romero. Awesome dude, amazing director. He made amazing movies, so I have a little section here kind of for him, so that's awesome. But he'll be missed, but at the same time, he left awesome work behind him. So yeah, that's Slither. And yeah, definitely in the style of Romero, because this has kind of got like a zombie feel to a lot. Like all the people who get infested with the slugs, they become zombified in a way. The special effects are great, practical, CG, everything about this movie I love. Slither, amazing addition. I can't wait to dig into those special features, because I haven't checked it out yet. I just got it today, and I'm definitely watching it today. Another one I got today, that I already watched today, is Lost in America, Criterion Collection. This one, I don't usually blind buy Criterions, especially at the $37 price range when they come out, and that's like pre-order price. After that, it goes up to like $40 sometimes a little more than that. Sometimes it goes lower. It's weird. But anyways, this is a great movie. Albert Brooks, he directed, wrote this movie, acts in this movie, and Julie Haggerty is great as well. And it's just about this dude who is kind of living in this life that's building up to this big promotion, and he's got this whole life planned out for him, and then all of a sudden the promotion doesn't work out, and he just fucking freaks out and flips out, and he's obsessed with Easy Rider, and he wants to just kind of throw it all out there and just be done with his life and take all his savings and just go on the road and sell his house and get a Winnebago and sell his house and live. And his wife's eventually all down with it. It's really great how it's all played. It's a really funny movie. Albert Brooks is great in it. But yeah, and then on their way to their big, let's go around America, they stop through Vegas, and through some events, they end up kind of losing this big nest egg. And the movie's just kind of going about what they're gonna do after that point, and how, what, all of a sudden, kind of letting it all go isn't the same when you don't have all that money to back it up. And it's very funny at the same time. It's kind of out there. It's not out there. It's a very great, awesome movie. I definitely recommend checking this out if you have not. That is Lost in America. Definitely a Criterion I would say that most people could enjoy, because a lot of those excuse me, sorry. Well, frog in my throat there. A lot of those Criterions, a lot of people aren't gonna, and love immediately. So, but this is something I think everybody could relate to. That is Lost in America by Albert Brooks. Great movie from 1985. So 2 movies left. Sorry if I'm kind of talking fast. I'm just trying to get through these quickly. We picked up Kong Skull Island. Don't need to talk much about this movie. We got Tom Hiddleston, Samuel Jackson, John Goodman, Brie Larson, John C. Reilly, all doing decent performances. I don't think any of them are really phoning anything in, but it's nothing really amazing from any of them, but they're all good. The special effects in this movie were decent. I didn't think they were amazing, though. Like, sometimes it's definitely, wow, that's very computer, but you let it go, and it's really cool action. It's a very different Kong movie. It's more actions based. Its whole idea is to lead up to this Godzilla Kong universe with monsters and stuff. I like that aspect with Monarch and all that. So yeah, and I don't need to go into the story. They go to Skull Island, they look for this place that's never been available until satellite imaging, and they go there and there's all these crazy animals there, and Kong's the king of them all. So it's really cool, and it's a much more action big movie than, say, Peter Jackson's Kong, which I think is a better film, better characters, but at the same time, this is a different movie and it's kind of more fun in aspects. I love Peter Jackson's Kong movie, and I think that one, to me, will always be better than something like this, but at the same time, I like this. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, they're different, and, you kind of pick your mood. If you're in the mood for a 4-hour film with tons of character development, but you feel more for Kong in that movie, to me. In this movie, you don't really feel as much for him, but at the same time, it's great. I enjoyed it. The fight scenes were great. So, yeah, that's Kong Skull Island. I was happy to get that. Looking forward to seeing what they do with that collaboration film. And finally, but not least, there we got Free Fire here. This is a cool movie from Martin Scorsese. He produced it. Directed by, I think, the first-time director, Ben Wheatley. I'm pretty sure he's the first-time director. I can't remember. But this is a really cool movie. Charlton Copley from so many awesome movies now. He is great in this movie. Every movie he's in, he's awesome. But, Brie Larson as well, again. We got Cillian Murphy. You got, Armie Hammer. I don't know who that is. Jack Rayner. But this is a really cool movie. To put it easily, quickly, basically, it's a gun deal where 2 kind of gangs, if you want to put it like that, and the gang members get together to do a gun deal, and right away things are starting to go wrong, and then two of the youngest dudes on each crew have prior beef. They end up fucking with each other enough to spawn a firefight, like a gunfight between each other, and from that point on, the whole movie is based around a big fire fight, and it's great. I love the way it plays out. Kind of shows what a gunfight would probably be like in a bit. Like, it would be very gritty and realistic. You'd be shot a bunch. But yeah, that's a really cool movie. So I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. So yeah, that is what I've picked up. A really cool stack of movies here. So yeah, hopefully here there's been something that you're interested in. Hopefully something here that you haven't seen, or now you're kind of interested in, you want to go check out. If you have anything to say, go ahead and leave a comment down below in the comment section. Like this video if you like. Go ahead and subscribe. And yeah, until the next video, as always, I hope you enjoy, and be easy. And don't be it.